Hi, Aries. Welcome to your reading for November 2018. Um, this is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, those intuitively guided. And what I normally do, just, because I've had this question asked quite a few times, I consider the Sun sign as really the outer forces, right? What we show to the world, work, career, things like that. And I find moon and rising to be much more deeper, um, internal, that can certainly affect our 3D world. But, and I find, I guess this is a personal preference, but I seem to find, well, you can find romance in all of them. But I feel like if you're getting deep into it, a lot of times you find it in the moon or the rising. But I don't want to, I'm saying that, I'm thinking, well, I can't exclude the sun because I know many of you find love here too. So, you know, um, best thing to do is watch all three, if you have time. I know they're long. Um, let's go ahead and bring in the beautiful Tibetan singing bowl. I do want to send my light and my prayers to those in California with the fires going on. We need to really send them our light. Um, Portugal, Hawaii, there's a lot of natural disasters going on right now. Not all of them are from nature. Who knows with the wildfires, right? Um, yeah, because I kind of feel like, I don't know. I hate to even say, but I'm kind of feeling like at least one of them was one of those fires was man-made. And I do, and I feel like whoever it was will be caught. And it's weird because I normally don't do like predictions like that. Um, but I really feel that. Okay, anyway, let's send our light and our love to them. Those in Pittsburgh, Florida, shootings everywhere. How do we combat this? Through our light. Don't focus on, you see the bad. Yes, you can't help it. It's there. It's happening. And you have compassion, but concentrate more on the light, on the heroes, the firefighters, the policemen, the policewomen, the volunteers, those who step, in the line of fire. They're our light. Okay. Let's take a second, just clear our mind, including me. And let's begin. I hope you could really hear and feel the vibration with that one. It felt very deep, and it felt like oh, like rings of vibration of light that was just, you know, sending our prayers out there. That's what it felt like to me. It was like one wave after another, going further and further and further. So I don't know, that felt special. Okay, so we're going to start the reading with this deck of cards. I forgot the name of them. um, every reading I say I'm going to look up the name and or try to find the box, but I forget. So, anyways, these are just major arcanas, and I very seldom use them. But I started the month out using them to. I just felt really drawn to them, and a lot of my decks, unless I'm feeling really drawn to them, I don't use them. I don't use them until I feel that. These are my main decks, and yeah, I have many more. Maybe I'll rotate. I should probably rotate a little bit. But anyway, so this is going to give us your overall energy. It's going to shine a light on something. To me, I mean, they've just been right on the money. So let's go ahead and start. I sound scattered, don't I? I don't know why. I don't feel scattered, but I feel like I sound it. Aries. Okay, guys. Remember to release the outcome. Use common sense. You know, um, if it just doesn't sound anything like, well, I was going to say a lot of things happen unexpectedly, so we don't know what's coming. Um, so just have an open mind, I think. I know that I'm reading for a lot of people. I feel it when I'm reading. So I know that it's reaching. I know that it's reaching you. Doesn't mean you believe in it or you're following it, but I know that it's reaching. It planted a seed in your subconscious, and hopefully it blooms when it needs to. Wow. I feel like spirit was, as I was saying that to you, I felt like spirit was saying that to me, saying, this is what you do, Sandy. You're planting that seed. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Aries, November 2018. What's our overall energy? Aries. I do love the feeling of these cards in my hands. Well, something wants to come out. Aries, November 2018. Today is November 10th, and it is 4:26 p.m., 4:26 Eastern Standard Time in North America. Um, I'm just learning to say these things, even though, like, in my head, it's like, what? It doesn't make sense. But I'm just learning to just let them out. So I feel like I'm in a submarine. Is someone on a radio in a submarine? Now, I don't know if the person in the submarine is watching me, listening to me, or if you know of someone. Everything's going to be fine. Everything, they'll be home safely. They're doing well. Their spirits are high. You know, but they are high. And that's kind of merely it. So, someone saying hello, or someone actually in a submarine listening to us. Hi. Thank you for your service. Thank you all for your service, by the way. Veterans Day. Okay. We have the Chariot, card of Cancer. Um, could certainly represent a Cancer, but this being overall energy, this is telling me that you're moving into a time of balance. Your light and your dark seem to be balanced. You're not spending too much time. Well, I feel like you're just moving to a place of real balance, and it doesn't exclude the darkness, but you are, you're kind of like learning your way. It's like you have the hermit's lantern. So you're seeing the dark night, much differently, or you will be. Certainly represent a car. I'll take that message because I need to buy a car. I feel like um I feel like we're being invited to, what it feels like is like we're being invited to move forward, and it feels like kind of being invited to a party, almost like a costume party, because there's just no worry, there's no worry over how I look, or it's just, it's light, and it's fun, and it's airy, and hmm, it's probably all of the above. Number 7, July. I don't know why, but I feel like July and May go together. Maybe you're Cancer and you're interested in Taurus. Um, doesn't have to be Taurus. I don't know. I just feel like for some reason July and May go together, or it has a significance in this for someone. Okay, let's get into the story. See where this party's at that we're being invited to. I'm sure it has requirements to get that invitation. Okay, what's going on? Are we opening up the reading? Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. Could certainly be your energy. With the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like if these are people, they're people are, same age group, let's say. And it's funny because every time I get a queen and a king to come out together, I always, you know, I always feel like, oh no, I'm going to be listening to two different sides here. And I feel no difference here. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Three of Swords. Okay. We have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Well, I mean, just going by the cards themselves, it is somebody just had their heart broken by, I don't know if you just had your heart broken or if it's like over and over, or it's you've been in this heartache for a long time. And it does feel like, especially the Nine of Cups here, like your dream person. For some reason it didn't work out, or it's not working out, or there is a something else here that's causing this heartache. I have the Four of Swords. I wonder if somebody just lost somebody, just lost a partner. A partner after, it feels like someone who may have, I don't know if I want to say the word suffered, but maybe suffered at the end, but had something progressive, had it for a while, like cancer, may not have known about it, but, it was within their body for a while. I definitely feel that energy. And, I feel, well, I don't want to say who was lost, but to you, it feels that way. You know, I lost. I lost this person. I get that. But I see them with this big, gigantic smile on their face. And that to me is just representing um, peace and joy and just carefree and unencumbered. And that's what they want you to know. This could have happened 4 months ago. Um, Something with a four, maybe. And I do feel like you may dream about this person. Now, I'm going on in different things, and I feel like I'm meshing here. So I feel like we have someone who's lost someone, clearly. I know that. And then I also feel like we have a relationship that did not work out. And both scenarios, it feels like the person was your everything. You felt they were your everything. You felt that you felt lucky to have them, or should I say, I don't know, lucky to have them, lucky to get them. Um, it's weird. I'm rubbing my chest right now, so I don't know if it had anything to do with the heart or the lungs, even breast cancer. No, I'm not rubbing my breast. The one thing I can tell you, whatever your scenario here is, you have, um, you have the Divine Mother looking down on you herself because you're her child. And by the way, it's all of us. But there's some who are really feeling wounded, and the Divine Mother is right there with you. By the way, here's your prayers. I feel like this is a partner. Your partner hears your conversation. And in time, I feel like, if not already, it is, it's going to be like you can have a conversation with them. That veil is so thin. And like I heard my son say one time, Mom, I'm just going for a walk. I just went for a walk. And that was from Spirit. Wow. Um, it's weird I just brought that up because I was thinking about him the night before last, and well, I think about him all the time, but I mean, I was thinking that how I'm looking at his passing is more of, when you send your child off to college, right? Because he has graduated this classroom called Earth, and he is now in higher learning. The learning never stops. So that is kind of how I look at it. Like, he's in college. Okay. So I feel you. I definitely feel you. Okay. And I feel the situation. All right. I'm going to bring the clarifiers right out because I feel like the cards want to talk. Definitely praying for healing over your broken heart. Um, just looking at the Queen who is mirroring this Ten of Wands. So I feel like it is more of this Queen carrying this heavy burden. And it may be the King of Swords who has passed or is you're splitting from. Could certainly be the other way around. I'm going strictly by the cards here. And by the way, I do feel you have healing over your heart. I do. Um, will you ever be the same? No, no, but you will grow from this. You will grow in a way that's unexpected to you. But I do see the progression of the healing of that broken heart. Okay. She's a cosmic churro. Yep. And it feels like, I'm just looking over the chariot. Remember, the chariot's moving us into, or inviting us into a much more balanced time. Um, but, you know, that means it's possible. So if you're unbalanced, that means you absolutely have the opportunity to either look at things through with a different perspective, something being illuminated to you. I don't know why I'm picking up family money. Family money. I don't know if you're getting money from an inheritance. Some of you, I do feel like you are, because I feel like it's bittersweet, but in the same breath, this money will help, and you are grateful. So you're in that mixed bag. Okay. When we see the Ten of Wands, the one thing we want to remember is it represents a struggle coming to an end. So it tells you that, the person that you're reading has been in some type of struggle. And I feel like for a while, if you're just going by the card, because, that's good news. Just got to get through it, right? But to me, the Ten of Wands means you are now seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or you soon will be. Okay. All right. Let's see who this Queen of Wands is. Doesn't like to sit around. I don't know why I'm picking up that she is, you know, I don't know if this is you or someone else. Because I kind of feel like it's someone else, but I feel like she's got a little bit of, no. Okay, well, let me tell you from the king's perspective that he, and yes, it can be two he's, two she, you know what I mean? I'm just naming the cards. He is, he feels that her attention is somewhere else. There's something else that she's giving her attention to. And it's something else that she loves. Don't necessarily feel like it's another person. It's almost like a pet, a career, but there's something that she loves. But it does take time away from them. Um, and I feel like communication was also affected. But it does feel like more the Queen of Wands doing this. So Aries, that may be you, and we'll see. And you know, this doesn't feel all bad. Either that or I'm starting to be able to feel the light of it too, because whatever the situation going with this Queen of Wands and the King of Swords, I feel like they're both going to be just fine. I don't know if it'll be like back together or... Okay. You know, this Queen of Wands may have, this Queen and King may have a daughter together, and this may be another thing that the Queen seems like the Queen, you know, just wants to be with the child. And I feel like it's put a little bit of a wedge between the father and the daughter. I don't know. I almost feel like a father turning his back on his daughter. I don't feel this is a bad person, but I do feel like this person, yeah, it's due to the Queen's actions that I feel this king has turned his back on his daughter. I may be saying that a little bit more extreme than it actually is, but that's how it feels. Maybe that's how it feels to the daughter. I had somebody else ask me about this box again. This box was handed down. This is an old recipe box, and it was my great grandmother's, handed down to my grandma, handed down to my mom, to my sister, and then to me. Unfortunately, all those people had to go. But it has so much meaning to me and beauty to me. You know, I try to surround myself with important items, and I just feel like all the women of my family sit with us, some more than others. Okay, I have the Fool. With that, I have the Ten of Wands again, and I have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like this Queen of Wands once is the one who, I feel like the Queen of Wands is the one who wants to separate. And I feel like someone, maybe the king, because I'm realizing this Three of Swords is sitting below the Queen. Well, the king has all these cups below him. And it feels to me like the Queen um, wants to do something new with her life. Ten of Wands, again. So, fed up. And I'm wondering with the Seven of Cups here if it's because the king is out flirting, had affairs. I don't know that. And as I say that, remember, this is of the past. So you would already know that. You could have just felt he was unfaithful. However, you could drink too much and you just don't feel like this person's going to quit. And like, I feel like I also have like a couple where one just after work will go to the bar and have drinks and come home, whenever. Um, and that the other person, nope, no more. Done with that. So someone's not getting enough attention. This is what they feel. Yet I feel like both kind of feel that. Let's look at the king. And I have to keep telling myself that no matter what happens here, you're ending up in balance. You're ending up um, in a better place. Now, together, separate, I don't know yet. But man, there's a lot of heaviness in this relationship. I guess you don't have to be married. Just be in what you would say a committed relationship. Where I just see you, you just see me. The Hierophant, card of Taurus. Jeez. I don't know, guys. I feel like this King of Swords is watching what the Queen of Wands is doing. He's watching you. And remember, he, she, doesn't matter. I know some of you are married. And I don't know. I mean, is the church watching you? Is he gossiping about you to church members? To those who hold you in high regard? There's at least one out there that is. Um, and I have to say, I feel like this king now, I feel like this king thinks you are probably unfaithful. I definitely feel like the king thinks the queen is unfaithful. And it's funny because I feel like the queen doesn't trust the king. We have Judgment. Jeez. I don't know why I feel like Judgment is like the tower amplified. Like the ascended masters have spoken, you know, like hammering something home. Like, that's it. I don't know. And, I just feel like for some of you, I need to say, what you can't control here, let it go. Because, the word judge is like standing out to me. It's like twice its size. And I feel like what it means is judgment day will come for each and every one, but it's not through each other. So that you can control that you can't, let it go. If you can. But you can. I know you can because the energy's here. And you wouldn't be asked to do something that you couldn't do. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like this story is kind of taking over the reading. Though I do kind of feel another layer of this reading too. But I feel like I got to follow this story first. I have the Princess of Pentacles. I feel like the Princess of Pentacles is representing a couple different things. I feel like she's coming out on the Ten of Wands representing reward after this long journey. Um, and I don't necessarily mean financial, though. I guess it could be, especially if someone is going through a divorce here. But I feel this is more of recognition of a long journey. I feel like this princess is more for the queen because I feel like there's a path that the queen wants to go on, right? That's different from what she's involved in right now. And it will require some type of higher education, whether that be through books, videos, college, you know what I mean? But it will require additional learning. And I don't know why. I just feel like, if there's tuition that's going to have to be paid, somehow it's going to be paid. Somehow you're going to be able to do this. So, if you're sitting there, you're like, oh, it's what I want, but how could I? Something's going to be illuminated to you. Whether that be grant money or scholarships. There is a free university online. Oh my gosh. People's University. Oh, I forget, but there is one where you can get degrees. Now, I don't know if they hand you that degree, but it's free. Okay. A lot of cards, but they're face up. So we're going to take them. I have the Nine of Wands. You know, Nine of Wands, I don't know why I feel like we're moving more into the Queen's territory right now, because I feel like Nine of Wands is recognizing the fact that even though this tough journey you've been on was tough, that you have had growth. You've had tremendous growth. So through the resistance, heartache, or what have you, it moved you towards something. And it can certainly be spiritual growth, and I feel like it's a little bit of everything. I feel like the Queen, for some of you, you're thinking seriously about your own foundation. And this is the energy of not giving up. Don't give up on your dreams. And again, it just feels like some type of reward when it's over. We have the Princess of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Ace of Swords. Jeez. Yeah, right here, this Ten of Swords and this Ace of Swords, I feel like if someone has been lying and lying and lying and lying and lying, like being like a habitual liar, something's going to happen. It's going to shut them down. You're going to end that period. It's not going to affect you any longer. Maybe something happens within you. It's like this shield, the shield comes up and nothing can penetrate it anymore. Before it was like ding, ding at you, left and right. Something, some type of protection. And those lies just can't penetrate. And I think what that means is you don't feel them on a soul level anymore. You don't take them to heart. You don't wear them. But I also feel I have to go back to the divorce too, because again, I'm feeling about this daughter, and I feel like if there's placement, I do feel like the placement will go to the Queen. I'm not being, I'm not judging, because it's a mom. Not at all. It's just what I'm feeling. I know some dad was out there like, sure, you always say the female. Mm-mm. You know, I'm trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel to this part of the reading, and I do know that everyone's going to be okay. I know that. But I do feel like there's a few people in pretty chaotic kind of situations right now. It's probably why I was talking scattered. Okay, let's keep going. And I feel like this Ace of Swords is saying also that no matter what, the truth comes out, the truth is revealed. Um, this is good communication. This is good news. This is all positive. potential. And I say that because it really depends on what you're doing beforehand. Okay. Let's look at this Three of Swords. I have the Prince of Cups. And I have the Ten of Cups. Well, I feel like we're taking a twist here. Taking a turn. And I'm saying that because I feel like this queen, now this may be a different set of queens, but similar circumstances, because I feel like there is some queens out there who someone from your past has popped up, shown up, walked in the door, called you on the phone. And I'm remembering that you had the Fool. So there's definitely something new that you wanted to begin. And the Fool can be careless. The Fool's not really going on any restrictions. I don't know why I'm saying careless, other than if this is your situation earlier, I would just want you to remember that I really felt like this King of Swords was watching. And I felt like they were looking for this exact type of information. I don't know if you're together with this person. I definitely feel like there's been contact, though. Um, I feel like you've fallen in love. I feel like you fell in love and you didn't even mean to. Well, and you may have contacted them. I feel like there's both scenarios here. But you fell in love. And why am I now? I'm like rubbing my neck. I never do that during a reading. I'm even trying to open up my throat chakra. I don't know. Okay, so you're either in this scenario with this king involved, or this is someone new. And saying new, yet I do feel like it's an old lover. I feel like it's an old lover, and you have fallen in love. You have fallen in love, or you are soon to fall in love. Now, I got the High Priestess. I feel like a High Priestess is telling me that this is more in well, for some, it could certainly be like telepathically connecting. and following your intuition, like your intuition guiding you back to this person. You're trusting in that. The only thing I'm worried about here is I do feel that someone's heart was broken and still was broken when this person comes back into your life. However, whether that again be communication, what have you, telepathically, um, your heart hadn't healed at that point. So just keep that in mind, because if you're going in with a tearful heart, this could be a Cancer. And I don't know. It feels right. It feels meant to be. Okay, let's keep going. And guys, I know I keep saying queen, queen, queen. It can certainly be you, as masculine. It's just that when I think of queen, I think of someone who carries more emotions, who operates more out of emotions, right? When I think of a king, more action based, just like in real life. I mean, females are more emotional, but that doesn't mean men can't also carry that exact same energy. We absolutely can, and we fluctuate. Okay. And I'm just saying it because I feel like there are some men out there, this is for you. There's something about this person's eyes. I want to say they have bedroom eyes, but these eyes pull you in, or your eyes pull them in. You know what? I kind of feel like you both have pretty awesome eyes. But there's something, you know what it is. I do feel like they have bedroom eyes, for all of us to see bedroom eyes, but with you, you're seeing deeper in the soul. And I think even deeper in the soul than the two of you did before. There's a maturity now. Okay, trust that. I have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So for some of well, here I go saying men. Doesn't have to be, but I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles is a person. And this sounds really weird, but I feel like you may have heard through a reading that someone was coming, that the connection was going to be made, something similar to this. And I feel like if that's you, it has happened. And you can let us know. I feel like I picked up that energy correctly. Okay, tell me more about this queen. Oh my, I've got the King of Pentacles with her. So we have the Queen. Actually, they come out this way. The Queen and King of Pentacles. He looks happy. He looks sure for whatever it is he's about to do. He's about to do something, right? Because he's about to hand off that pentacle. Happily, though. Where it looks like the Queen of Pentacles is in a daydream. Daydreaming maybe about him. Because then we have the Hangman. I think we're picking up on another couple. Or what feels like will become a couple. So someone's in waiting. And it certainly looks like the Queen of Pentacles here. But this is all based on the Nine of Cups. This is all based on their own dreams, right? Their own, you know, I've said this many times, but I feel like when you're in the Nine of Cups, you're fulfilling yourself. You know, you are fulfilled yourself. Does that make sense? You are whole. You're balanced. You're balanced. I'm going to have to get animation like an arrow. What I like about this is you both want the same thing. So, you know, you both are finding that balance and you move into the Ten of Cups. So, independent energy. Moving into, well, I mean, we got the 10 right here. Okay, let's get a little deeper on that. So, someone's waiting, probably for someone to make a move. I don't know, we're just kind of moving to another couple, but it's what wants to come out. All right, I want to look at the Hangman itself. I feel like this Hangman is pretty sure. Because, you know, the Hangman is about being in a state of limbo, but not really caring. You know, like, I don't care what other people say. I'm not moving forward until I know what I need to know. So you seek wisdom here. And here we have the sun at his back, which tells me, you know, I'm moving forward. I'll be moving forward. It's safe to move forward. Or all will be illuminated. But somebody else is waiting. And moving, lady in waiting. Okay, Hangman, Hangman. Okay, what am I missing? I have the Eight of Wands, so what's ever going on here, whatever the holdup is, this is telling me that that's about to change. Eight of Wands is a fast movement, chaotic movement. I also feel it is spiritual downloads. I feel like it's seeds of intention being sent out and returning, getting over that hurdle. So we have movement. And it's funny, we go from the Hangman into energy of fast movement. We have the Nine of Swords, so I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is the one who is in this energy. Doesn't have to be. I'm strictly going by the cards on that. I'm trying to feel it right now, and I kind of feel like that is the way it is. Anyway, This is worrying about something that I really do not need to worry about. Let go and let God. Let go of control. Much like what I said earlier, what I can't control, I gotta just let go of. But this tells me that your worry is unfounded, that what you're worrying about is coming your way. So turn that frown upside down, get yourself in a positive energy if you can. That, I mean, I love it when the King or the Queen of Pentacles brings out the Ace of Pentacles. They bring out their own element. Um, and the reason why is, and I love it, same for Cups, and because this is where you're best in your own element. This is where your power lives. Um, wow. So, if you're the Queen of Pentacles watching this and you're in that worry, I just don't. And, you could be the Queen of Pentacles trying to make the decision, and you may be overthinking it. I have the Five of Wands. Someone may be worried that someone's going to swoop in. Swoop in. That's a weird word. Swoop in and take you right from them. Someone may be thinking that. Um, and maybe there's even a threat of that. I could be where this Eight of Wands is bringing in this almost chaotic energy. And I don't read it like that very often, but I do read it today like that. Because I definitely feel like someone's like worried. I don't want someone else to swoop them away from me. And, swoop is some kind of hint. Look at that. Look at that. Ace of Cups. Wow. Hello, love. Hello, lover. Where have you been? This is unconditional love. This is two people who just know they are meant to be together. They're destined to be together. And whatever the circumstances that kept them apart, it doesn't even matter. Because I know that you're just supposed to let that go. I don't know. I just find this beautiful. This is two people realizing the love that they have for each other, the deep love. And yes, someone is in a holding pattern right now, but not for long. I don't know if this is a surprise. I kind of feel like you would have I kind of feel like you must know in some way, somehow, or it is you, right? Because this is about everything. This is, I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And there's no question in my mind. This is what is mine is yours. You have all of me. This is stable, grounded love. balance. Maybe, needed to find individually on each his own. Now they're coming together. Like the high priestess. Some of you, maybe how you know this, right? Awareness. I feel like you do know it, though, in some fashion. The Chariot. The Chariot's saying, live your dreams. Live your dreams. If you're miserable, change your life. And please don't give me text about how dare I when you're in this type of situation, that type of situation. I don't know what to say because I have been in those exact situations and I have gotten myself out. I was lucky. I worked at it. I never accepted it in my head that that was the way my life was going to be. I've lost many people I love so dearly. I still get up every morning. I look at life from a different perspective. And I understand that everything I've gone through and been through put me right where I am today. And same with you. I don't know why I'm saying this. Other than, I guess, I don't want you to tell yourselves that it's impossible because you've got to keep that glimmer of hope. Okay. And I apologize if that felt like I was being rude. I didn't mean it that way. I just love you guys so much, and I don't want you to get stuck in a situation for the rest of your life just because. Anyway, let's get back to happiness. Look at the smile on that king. See a pentacle in his hand? He's lifting it up. There it is. Directly connected to the queen. Highest type of love. I even like how he's running towards the hangman. Because I do feel like this is downloads, spiritual downloads coming. So this could be, look at the 4 and the 4. Like receiving the same spiritual downloads. The person's not hanging anymore. But it does feel like today they are. Okay. Oh, I hate to pick things up when it just feels so good. But let's keep going. And by the way, that was all based on the 9 of Cups. And maybe it is right when you start to feel good, bam, things start to happen. Okay, let's look at the 4 swords. I feel the 4 swords today is very spiritual. I definitely feel for those who have been praying about something, someone, your prayers are being heard. I have the Magician. and I have the Three of Cups. You know, a lot of your energy today is coming from the third eye because it's really being pointed out today. This represents joy. You know, I want you to look at the two people in this card. You see how they're intertwined. You know, it reminds me of a tree, two trees that intertwine, following the sun. We have it on the Magician. So the Magician is reminding us of all of our tools, reminding us that it's not just a 3D world, adding your spirituality. Um, Maybe start walking that path. And I have to tell you, I feel like, you know, that big long speech I just gave you, I kind of feel like this is representing that. Like, I can make anything happen. I can bring joy back into my life again. But it is up to me with the help of my angels and my guides and my guardian angel, my ascended masters. Ask all of them. Everything and everyone is there just for you. I feel like this. I feel like this is what you're seeking. You want, you know, you want joy back in your life again. You want love, but you want the love of life. Well, hello, hello, Aries. I love your reading. I love your reading. Everything just came so naturally. The cards fell out. Just, I mean, I love your reading. We're ending as we began. So we know the Chariot definitely is meant to be here. And again, for some of you, Cancer, especially when something shows up twice, it tells me that there probably is a Cancer involved for someone. So pray for help. Trust your intuition. Remember the tools that you have through spirituality, talents. You know, don't limit yourself. That's what I feel like when the Magician shows up, it's saying don't put any limits on yourself. For some of you, this is how you're going to bring joy back into your life, but it's showing us that it's coming. And I kind of love, well, I love that it's a Chariot, synchronicity. I love that. Bookends. But I also love that it's a card of cups. So it, you know, it feels good. It not just is good, it's going to feel really good. You know, you don't have to keep asking, but you do have to trust. So you don't have to ask over and over and over and over. But you want to make sure, you know, it's one of those things where if you're going to pray, don't you want to believe? You know, if you're praying, know who you're praying to. For some of you, maybe that will even help. You know, it doesn't always have to be to God, to Source. Talking to family members who have gone before you. Some of you could be a mother who is just, you know, parked by your side. And for all of us, I know it's the Divine Mother, but for some of you, could it be a mother too? And you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. I feel like it would be stupid of me to move on when I have the Chariot and the Chariot opening and the closing. So I thoroughly enjoy doing your reading. I don't enjoy the heavy parts of it, but I allow myself to feel it, but I don't take it on. But listen, this is all forward movement. This is all about joy re-entering your life, whether it be through just your going after your own dreams or it's an actual love coming in. Remember the energy earlier for some of you. Please remember that you have your loved ones there. Some of you have a mother who's parked by your side, and the words parked by your side are going to mean something. But we all have our loved ones with us. And listen, they are our cheerleaders now. They are in our corner. So just talk. Aries, I love you guys so much. So, so much. The friend of mine who just went through the heart problem is an Aries, doing fine, but now I have someone else who, Virgo, who has been going through severe, severe heart condition, and I'm very, very, very worried about him. So, if you could send your light and your love, your prayers. I don't want to say his name. Um, you can call him Virgo because he's a Virgo. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a beautiful 11/11. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you all for your service. We love you so much. I know many of us could never do the jobs that you do. So thank you. And to those that we've lost through service, thank you. It doesn't even matter what country you're in, you know what I mean? Fighting for your country. Okay, guys, I love you so much. I will see you soon. Bye bye.